It might look like any dirty, poor street in the tropical northern countryside of Angola, but its common name is Antwerp Street. And from all over the world, people are lured to it to seek their fortune. With them comes barbed wire, weapons, and satellite dishes. At Antwerp Street in Nzanga, northern Angola, it's possible to purchase anything, from medical drugs to TV sets. Anything at a price. Everywhere some kind of trade is going on, and the most lucrative is this: the diamonds of Angola. Nzanga is one of the centers where the country's precious stones are mined and traded. Belgian diamond buyer Andre Roca da Silva is one of 4 legal licensed traders operating here. He's been granted a state concession, and each week he buys more than $2 million worth of stones. For 4 years, he's had an office in the diamond areas of northern Angola.
In 1996, there are no people here. And the Garimpero, you know, the people who was mining, they come directly to the office, and it was very cheap. You can make a lot of money, you know, big profit. But today it's impossible.
In each room of his office, there's a heavily armed guard. The trade has become more and more dangerous as the region descends further into anarchy. In Nzanga, there are 4 legal diamond buyers, but there are another 700 illegal traders. They pay bribes or commission to corrupt police and military, and they dominate the industry.
They let the people come in. I don't know how, you know. And I think they pay the the people, the police, and everything. They can pay every month. They pay $100 or $500 every month, and they can stay. But they break the business, destroy the business completely.
It's now more clear than ever that the natural wealth of Angola also contributes to its downfall. The diamond diggers who day in and day out stay in the mud to dig for the stones are the furthest down in a hierarchy with plenty at stake. If they're lucky, they can make a few $100s a day per group. But those who are highest up on the ladder, those who control the industry through government concessions or in conjunction with rebels or local warlords, can take home millions of dollars. As long as the conflict in this country continues, the wealthy and powerful will continue to enrich themselves, leaving nothing behind. We work very hard and we're still poor. If the government had wanted to stop this war, they could have done it long ago, but they profit from it.
Probably the business is better when it's war, because you know, you don't have a lot of illegal people doesn't come here. And for us, we stay here with security, then it's more easy for us. This is only the difference, but the rest is the same.
When units are used to attack some position, the first thing they do is to cut the connection between this position and another place.
Currently, Nzanga is under government control, but UN peacekeeping forces and aid workers believe that it soon may be attacked by the rebel UNITA movement. UNITA has already attacked villages nearby, and a big refugee population has poured into Nzanga. About 15,000 people are trying to escape the violence. Violence that comes from all sides: rebels, government troops, police, and private mercenary-led mining groups. We make a garden, and when we come to harvest, there's an armed man to shoot us and take the food. Now we're afraid to make a new plantation, because armed people will come and take what we've planted all the time.
Besides to be a strategically positioned, is also a very rich place. So it's why they will they want to attack Nzaj, because I believe in last years you need to lose lots of money because the government take back all the place where you need to use to dig diamonds.
The UN's World Food Programme is trying to give the growing numbers of refugees the basics for survival. Outside the UN local office, people displaced by the fighting queue for hours. Without the emergency food, they'd starve. And for those that have been working with food aid for years, the contrasts of Nzanga are a slap in the face. All the natural wealth and fertile soil on the one hand, and on the other hand, a population on the run and starving.
All the money, all the rich from this country is going to Rwanda, is going to outside the country, is going to everywhere, but nothing stay here. They put all the money out. This bad way of the government is not people's fault. So we have to assist the people because the people is staying without nothing.
Around the country, the situation for Angola's 11 million people is the same. South of the capital, Luanda, is Wambo, the country's second biggest town. It was once the country's industrial heart and a highly productive agricultural center. Today, there is only the shell of what once was a proud city. More than 30 years of war, looting, and neglect have left the country in ruins. In an effort to re-establish a basic infrastructure, a Swiss aid organization is paying 200 men to rebuild destroyed bridges. It's a way of giving them a small income, but most important, it will connect the communities in and around Wambo, thus facilitating the renewal of trade and agricultural production. But landmines and the ever-present threat of violence is often a stronger force than hunger.
The situation in Angola is special. People are traumatized by mine accidents and mine incidents. Some have been locked up in provincial cities for months during the last war. And the pure rumor, the pure fact that somebody says there has been remining creates panic and creates impossibility to move, and all traffic stops on these roads.
Se isto é o que eu disse anteriormente.
For sure, nobody, absolutely nobody would like to fight anymore. But it's the attitude of the leaders on both sides that creates this situation. And the people, they can do nothing to improve their lives.
Mas se não há população, não há ninguém que tem mais prazer de guerra.
But the population's wishes and dreams for the future are not a major concern for those with the real power in Angola. Recently, most of the men that were building bridges for peace were arrested and forcibly conscripted into the military.
Eu já fui tropa e
I've been in the army, so I know what the war is all about. Never again will I go back to that. Only if they take me by force. The war drums have never stopped in one of Africa's most beautiful countries. And as the conflict engulfs Angola again, it's the common people who will each bear the brunt of the deprivation and suffering. The country's wealth has always and will always belong to someone else.